Hello everyone, welcome to one more lecture of Science of 9th Standard. We were doing lesson number 6, that is classification of plants. In the last video we have seen about kingdom Plantae, and in that we have seen cryptograms. In that cryptograms we have Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. Let's have a quick recap of this. That Thallophyta means it is having a small soft body without stem, leaves or roots, and the example is algae, and it is autotroph because it is having green pigment chlorophyll for photosynthesis. Then we have Bryophyta. Now Bryophyta is thalloid, hollow रहता है, multicellular, and it is also autotrophic. That means it can prepare its own food with the help of photosynthesis. Thus reproduction system in this Bryophyta is through spores formation. Okay, and the structure of this Bryophyta is like flat ribbon like long, and it is not having any root or stem or leaves, but it is having something like that. It is called rhizoids. Okay, then it is also having special conducting tissue, that is xylem for conducting water and phloem for conducting food throughout the plant. Okay, so example we have done, it is moss. Then Pteridophyta is the well developed plant of having food, of having roots, stem and leaves. It is not having flowers because we are doing cryptograms, and it is non-flowering plant. Okay, so Pteridophyta is only having root, stem and leaves which are well developed, and then it is not bearing any flowers, but the reproduction in this is of two ways. It's sexually by zygote formation and asexually by spore formation. And the example we have done is fern over here. Okay, so now let's move towards the phanerogram. Now phanerogram is the plants which are flowering plants. Okay, plants which have special structure for reproduction and produce seeds are called phanerograms. Okay, in this plants, after the process of reproduction, seeds are formed which contain embryo and stored food. When the plants they grow, flowers के अंदर जो है seed form, flower fruits form होता है, fruits के अंदर seed form होता है. तो obviously the reproduction system it is having the embryo system वाला जो reproduction होता है, उस seed के अंदर embryo भी रहेगा. When you I think you have done the dissection of the seeds or not, but when you cut and open the seed of flower, you will get a ovary जो रहता है flowers का वो रहेगा. फिर उसके अंदर जो है जो भी चाहिए सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन के लिए वो सब उस फ्लावर और सीड में रहेगा. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस एग जो ओवरी रहेगी, एम्ब्रियो रहेगा, उसके अलावा जो सीड के अंदर जो प्रेजेंट रहता है वो रहता है स्टोर्ड फूड. ओके, स्टोर्ड फूड भी वो सीड के अंदर रहता है. सो ड्यूरिंग जर्मिनेशन ऑफ द सीड, जब जर्मिनेशन होता है जर्मिनेशन ऑफ सीड को डाल देते, कुछ ऊपर पार्ट आता है, कुछ नीचे पार्ट आता है. ओके, जो ऊपर पार्ट आता है उसको बोलते हैं फ्लूएम, जो नीचे जो पार्ट ग्रो होता है उसको बोलते हैं रेडिकल. सीड व्हेन यू ग्रो हियर, one part grows down and one part grows up, so it is called plumule and the other part is called radicle. Okay, ऐसा कुछ होता है. So I hope you know this. So after that, when this germination of this seed happens, this stored food is used for developing a new initial embryo. Okay, so जो stored food रहता है वो seed के अंदर, it is used for further new embryo. Okay, depending upon the whether seeds are enclosed in a fruit or not, phanerograms are classified into gymnosperm and angiosperm. अभी जो seed है उसको classify करते हुए, the seed is enclosed in a cover, so it is called angiosperm. If the seed is not enclosed in a cover, it is called gymnosperm. So here it is classified into phanerograms. Okay, so phanerograms are being classified into two types, gymnosperm and angiosperm. Gymnosperm means जिसका seed उसको cover नहीं रहता, और angiosperm मतलब जिसके seed को cover रहता है. Okay, then further angiosperm is classified into dicotyledons and monocotyledons. So first we'll do with gymnosperm. Now gymnosperms are mostly evergreen perennial woody plants, like they are living for years. Evergreen मतलब बहुत सालों तक लोग रहते हैं. The stems are without branches. उनके जो stems रहते हैं उनको उसको branch नहीं रहता. Okay, the leaves form crown. उनका जो leaves है it's like crown. Crown king का जो crown रहता है ऐसा फैला हुआ, तो उनके leaves भी वैसे ही रहते हैं. These plants bear male and female flowers on different sporophyll of the same plant. So here they have sexual reproduction of male and female flowers होते हैं of this sporophyll of the same plant. Seed of this plant do not have natural covering. That is, this plant do not form fruit and therefore called gymnosperm. Gymnosperm means gymno means snake, sperms means seed. So this plant seed gymnosperm का जो seed रहता है उसको cover नहीं रहता, so they cannot bear any fruit. उसमें से fruit grow नहीं हो सकता. Okay, I hope you understood the characteristics of this gymnosperm plant, that it is evergreen, perennial and woody. बहुत सालों तक जो प्लांट रहता है उसको बोलते हैं evergreen. Then they are without branches, they have stem but they don't have the further branches. Then the leaves are like crown, फैला हुआ जो leaves रहता है उनका. Then this plant bear sexual reproduction of, because they have male and female or different sporophyll of the same plant. The seeds of this plant, they do not have the natural outer covering, so they do not bear any fruit. Therefore they are called gymnosperm. An example is being given over here. There is Cycas picea, that is your Christmas tree. Then Thuja and Pinus. Okay, I hope you understood this. Then next we'll come to angiosperm. Now angiosperm, what you can do, for example, take groundnut or something bean, then soak it for some time. Then when you after some time, after hours, when you remove that seed, you will get two halves. Okay, so this is called angiosperm. Now angiosperm is further divided into dicotyledon and monocotyledons. For example, the flowers this plant bear are the reproductive organ. Flower develop into fruits and the seed are formed within the fruits. Thus the seeds are covered, hence they are called angiosperm. Now angio means cover, sperm means seed. The flowers which is bear in this angiosperm, they are having, I hope you know that first flower आता है, flowers के अंदर से fruit grow होता है, fruit के अंदर फिर seed रहता है. So it is given over here, the flower develop into fruit and then into the fruit we have seed. Okay, फिर उस seed के अंदर वापस उस seed को अगर grow करेंगे तो वापस वो नया fruit का झाड़ आएगा. Okay, thus these seeds are having covering, so that's why it can bear fruits. So therefore it is called angiosperm. Angio means covered, sperm मतलब seed. The plant whose seeds can be divided into two equals are called dicot, and the plant with seeds cannot be divided into two equal parts, they are called monocot. Okay, so here we have a small distinction between dicotyledons and monocotyledons. Now dicotyledons मतलब जो सीड का दो हाफ निकलेगा उसको बोलते हैं डाइकोटिलेडन्स. मोनोकोटिलेडन्स मतलब सीड का जब दो हाफ नहीं निकलेगा उसको बोलेंगे मोनोकोटिलेडन्स. ओके, सो सीड्स कैसे रहते हैं डाइकोटिलेडन्स के, दे हैव टू कोटिलेडन्स एंड मोनोकोट के सीड्स जो रहेंगे वो ओनली वन कोटिलेडन वाला रहेगा. रूट ऑफ दिस डाइकोटिलेडन प्लांट विल बी वेल डेवलप्ड प्राइमरी रूट, that is taproot. I hope you know about the root. We have taproot and fibrous root. Taproot कुछ ऐसा रहेगा, उसके बाद ऐसे, this is your ground and this is the root and this is called taproot. And next we have fibrous root, which is just like spreading like hair. So this is called fibrous root. So this dicot is having this taproot system, well developed taproot, and monocot is having fibrous root. Okay, this you can see in onion and this you can see in very strong plant. Okay, then stem of this dicotyledon is strong, hard. For example, banyan tree को अगर देखा रहेगा तो उसका stem जो रहता है वो strong रहता है and hard रहता है. And if you have seen the monocotyledons, the example of the stem of the monocotyledons is bamboo. Bamboo जो रहता है, bamboo का जो है, this is the bamboo plant. This is not the woody trunk. ये जो bamboo का जो trunk रहता है, it is not the woody trunk, it is the stem. And when you open the stem, it is hollow, खोखला रहता है अंदर से. Okay, so it is not having well developed trunk. This is called false trunk और स्टेम. जो बाम्बू का जो ये झाड़ है इसको ट्रंक नहीं बोलते, इसका जो लंबा वाला पार्ट रहता है थोड़ा सा वुडी रहता है वो स्टेम रहता है, इट इज हॉलो. ओके, थोड़ा सा खाली रहता है अंदर से, सो इट इज कॉल्ड फॉल्स. ओके, Then we have banana. Banana भी it's a stem. उसका जो part रहता है जो जिससे grow होता है, it is not trunk, it is a stem. Then disc like onion. Okay, onion का भी disc like मतलब when you cut it from here, you will get inside that wood. When you cut, you will get a disc, so like onion. So okay, so this is when you cut this plants, you will get this like onion. Okay, then leaf of this dicotyledon is reticular venation, and the leaf of monocotyledon is parallel venation. Now reticular venation means this is your leaf, और ये जो part रहेगा it is called reticular venation. Okay, and parallel venation means when you have seen banana और किसी का देखा गया तो कुछ ऐसा लगता है बड़ा सा. Okay, then they have this sort of venation. This is called reticular venation and this is called parallel venation. Okay, then flowers of this are having 4 to 5 petals. Okay, इसका जो flowers रहेगा they are having 4 to 5 petals, and here the flowers will be having only maximum 3 petals. Okay, so this is tetra means 4, tetramerous or pentamerous means 5 petals, and this monocotyledons will be having only 2 to 3 petals, that is trimerous. Okay, so I hope you understood this lesson, this very short one. So let's have a quick recap of this, that we have done kingdom Plantae, in that we have done cryptograms and phanerograms. Cryptograms we have done Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. Then Thallophyta is having soft body of that plant, and it is autotrophic because it is having green color chlorophyll for the photosynthesis, and it is having great diversity. It could be multicellular and it could be unicellular also. It grows mostly in fresh water, also in saline water. The example given in your book is algae and also fungi, yeast which is grown on the bread. Then we have Bryophyta. Then Bryophyta is also known as amphibians of plant because it's growing in a moist surface, and also it requires water for reproduction. Now reproduction is done in the form of spore formation. Then the body structure of this plant is like flat ribbon like structure, and it is not having proper root or stem system, but it is having something like that. It is called rhizoid. Okay, then they have special conducting tissue for conducting water and food. It is xylem and phloem. Okay, then next is example given in your book is moss, Funaria, Marchandia, Anthroceros, Riccia. Okay, then next is Pteridophyta. Pteridophyta is well developed plant of having stem, roots and leaves, and it is not having any flowers. Then they reproduce in the both way, in the sexual way and also in asexual way. In sexual way they reproduce through zygote formation, and asexual way they reproduce in spores formation. Example given in your book is Nitrocellosis, Marsilia, etc. Okay, then we have come to phanerograms. Now phanerograms are the plants which are flowering plants, and that we have classified into 2 types, gymnosperm and angiosperm. Gymnosperms मतलब जिसका seed जो है वो जिसको cover नहीं रहता, it is called gymnosperm, and the angiosperms are the one whose seeds are being covered. Then angiosperm are further classified into before coming to that, let's have gymnosperms recap that it is mostly evergreen, बहुत सालों तक रहता है ये और woody रहता है. The stems are not having any branches, but the leaves are like crown, फैला हुआ leaves रहता है. They are having male and female flowers on the separate on the different sporophylls of the same plant. So seed of this plant do not have a natural covering, so they cannot prepare any fruit. Example is given, that is your Christmas tree. Christmas tree को देखा रहेगा तो उसको कोई fruit नहीं रहता. Okay, then next we come to angiosperm. Now angiosperm is having 2 types. Angio matlab the seed which is being covered and it is preparing the fruit. Okay, so it is having 2 types, that is dicotyledon, monocotyledon. Dicotyledon means the seed which can be divided into 2 halves, and monocotyledon means the seed which cannot be divided into 2 halves. Then we have a small distinction between this dicotyledon and monocotyledon, that seeds are being divided into two half. Monocot, they don't divide into any two half. Okay. Then next, the root system, that dicot has a well developed taproot, whereas monocot is not having taproot, it is having only fibrous root. Then stem of the dicot plant is strong and hard, example banyan tree, and the monocot, they are having false stem. Okay, they are false stem. When you cut the stem, it is having this like structure. Then leaf of the dicotyledon is having reticular venation, means like this, and monocotyledon is having parallel venation, means like this. It is leaf of the banana. Then flowers, they are having more than 4 or 5 petals.